Hello and welcome to Blocks Live TV. It's Monday, February the 18th. We're now live with the latest in the crypto world. It's 9:30 a.m. in New York City, 2:30 p.m. in London, 11:30 p.m. in Tokyo and 3:30 p.m. here in Malta. As estimated by our expert Jason Fernandez on Friday, recovery was indeed around the corner and markets have surged following a period of stability and today stand at just over the $126 billion market cap level. So let's take a closer look in today's live Crypto Now show. The 15-minute chart of the cryptocurrency index CCI 30 shows a gradual increase that has taken the index above the 2,160-point mark. The 30-day Bitcoin Volatility Index continued its downtrend during the weekend and has slipped below the 2% level for the first time in more than 3 months. The 24-hour traded volume indicator stayed around the $20 billion zone as markets were trading sideways. The recent rise comes with increased trading activity, and the daily traded volume measures at more than $27 billion. The Bitcoin dominance indicator has moved further south towards 52% as altcoins outperformed Bitcoin during the bullish move. All of the top 5 digital assets are trading in the green. Bitcoin is up nearly 3% to trade at more than $3,700. Ethereum is having a particularly bullish day, gaining double digits to hit the highest level since early January. XRP is up by close to 3% as it faces resistance around the 31-cent level. Litecoin is slightly below the $45 level, where it has seen resistance during the past week. EOS trades close to the $3 level, where it stood last week before dropping sharply. The Coin 360 heat map confirms that the markets are driven by bullish sentiments, as there are just a few red spots. According to the token spread website, the XMO exchange has the biggest buy and sell side difference, but it's less than 0.1%. The BitMEX and XMO exchanges show the biggest intermarket spread of nearly 4%. We'll now take a look at some of the characteristics of True USD Coin. It's a stablecoin that's pegged to the US dollar at a parity. The asset is fully collateralized by the US dollars, which are held in professional trust firm banks. Anyone who passes the Know Your Customer and anti-money laundering checks can redeem True USD coins for fiat US dollars. This is the first asset token that has been created by the Trust Token project, but they plan to issue similarly stable coins pegged to other fiat currencies. It's one of the top stablecoins with a total market capitalization of nearly $210 million. We'll now review the performance of the digital assets based on their category. We'll use the data from the Messari website, where cryptocurrencies are grouped into 5 major sectors. The infrastructure group is up by more than 3%. Ethereum is the bullish driver, while Neo and Ontology are in the red. The media and entertainment category has gained more than 2%. The Theta token is slightly lower, while the majority of the assets are on the move up. The financial sector is one of the top performers, and the assets are in the green across the board. The currency category has gained more than 2%, and all of the major virtual currencies are trading higher. While lastly, the services section is the top performer with an increase of nearly 4%. This is despite a sharp drop that is posted by Storage. Well, this is where the 5 major cryptocurrency categories stand so far on this Monday. We'll now focus on the biggest moves among the top 100 cryptocurrencies to identify the top winners and the biggest losers. Nearly 90% of the digital assets are trading higher on this bullish day. The worldwide asset exchange token briefly spiked above the 6-cent level. Some of the gains were given up afterwards, but it's still the most bullish token with a gain of more than 50%. Trading activity has skyrocketed as daily volume measures at more than $20 million. The altcoin surged past the 80-cent mark yesterday, but the coin is still 30% in the green after a correction wiped out some of the gains. It was announced on Friday that altcoin has been added to the Exodus cryptocurrency wallet. The Versatanium token is up by nearly 28% to trade at more than $22 US. The Tomo Chain coin is up by 18%, and this increase puts it among the top 100 digital assets. The Bitcoin Gold coin has jumped by approximately 15%, and it's facing resistance around the $12 zone. Well, there's just one double-digit decline on this generally bullish Monday. It's posted by Aurora token, which has seen plenty of volatility. The virtual currency has lost approximately 40% of its value over the past month. The Ontology coin is the perfect in the red, and this comes after an extremely sharp surge that took place on Friday. The Neo coin dropped yesterday, and it currently stands less than 2% in the red, as some of the losses have been recovered. ELF token has given up 1% following Saturday's surge, when the asset spiked above the 14-cent level. The Theta token wraps up this list, and it's virtually unchanged. Well, these were the top 24-hour moves during the European morning trading session on this Monday. We'll now join our expert crypto analyst, Jason Fernandez, on the line. Jason, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thanks, Jessica.
It's absolutely a pleasure to have you. Now, you actually estimated on Friday that a recovery was indeed around the corner. So we're going to jump straight in because cryptocurrency markets have now posted two sharp increases in February, gaining a total of approximately $15 billion. Could this be the sign of a reversal for the long-term downtrend?
I believe soon last week, the reason was because we saw massive increase in volume. With crypto prices remaining unusually quiet. And sometimes when you see a like that, it signals worse is nearby, or at least breakout is coming soon. And I think this week somewhat.
And if we look at some of the potential drivers that we could see, what do we think some of the things that could be driving the price of the cryptocurrencies are? And therefore, we're also seeing a drive in total market capitalization.
Well, it's different companies. So look at Litecoin, for example. Litecoin's boards are soon to be halved. Ethereum Constantinople is coming up soon. Ripple has its own news coming out, working out with more banks and such. JP Morgan dampened on that. But there is a cumulative of all these slowly increase at Bitcoin at 3,700, and slowly has a cumulative effect where all the coins start basically moving. This rising tide lifts all. So it's something like that.
And you mentioned Ethereum there and Constantinople. Now, Ether is actually the most bullish of the top 10 digital currencies. What is that? Do you think Constantinople is the main bullish driver for this asset at present?
I do think it's it seems that the fundamental technical indicators would positively drive are actually negatively correlated to Ether, and that would explain three possible explanations. One is the assumption of what drives price and network growth asset ecosystems are. Two is the limited amount of data to measure these dynamics is not sufficient to draw an accurate. Or three, on the fundamentals, which might limit liquidity. Personally, I think it's all and that's found. We had crash $14, and it's obviously jumped higher. Assuming nothing negative has occurred, the overall viability is likely to recover rapidly than assets in the top.
We are having some technical difficulties there with Jason, so apologies for that on the line. We are going to sign off now, and just before we leave, I do have a last-minute update from our editorial staff regarding the crypto market. While the bull remains in town for now, digital assets have continued trending up, and the total market capitalization measures at more than $128 billion. Trading remains active, and the 24-hour traded volume indicator is above the $27 billion mark. Ether has continued its bullish run and trades at more than $140 on double-digit rises. EOS jumped to the $3 level, which was enough to make it once again as the fourth asset by market cap. This has pushed Litecoin to fifth position, but the virtual coin has also gained ground, breaking above the $45 price level. Well, that's all for this Monday's Crypto Now live show. Jason Fernandez will join us later on in today's show, where we'll talk on JPM coin further in more detail. We thank Jason Fernandez for his expert analysis. We thank you, the audience, for joining us, and invite you all to accompany us every weekday at this same time.